help honor our next Hall of Fame inductee are two of his friends. Please help me welcome Warren Copnick and Vinka Debroja.
Good evening, everyone. It is an absolute honor this evening to be part of the induction to the Canadian Broadcast Hall of Fame of a true radio genius. My friend and the worst cheating golf player ever, my brother in arms, Pat Cardinal. Pat loved radio. Pat's broadcast resume are truly Hall of Fame worthy. His accomplishments from his on-air work leading CKLG's music department to massive rating successes, to Power 92 Edmonton's dominance in the ratings, to having the guts to bring Howard Stern to terrestrial Canadian radio, to being part of a legendary, incredible launch of the Jack FM radio station in Vancouver, and his creation of two amazing ratings winners in Edmonton and Calgary. Pat was a legendary, trailblazing, out-of-the-box, true radio programmer.
The past few days have been very emotional, running into all of Pat's friends here in this room and colleagues, and sharing all the stories of what Pat meant to us. To me, Pat was more than a friend. He was like a brother. He was a mentor who brought out the best in everybody. He believed in people, and he took chances on people. The outpouring of love and appreciation was so apparent on social media to everybody, but most importantly to Pat. He was a connector. He brought people together, and he engaged us all with his gregarious nature. His knowledge and his passion for this business was like no other. If you asked him a question, what's going on in the radio world today, he'd say, stand by, just gonna check the trap line. Pat connected to radio every day, always. Pat will be connected to radio. The night he learned of his induction into the Broadcast Hall of Fame, he had said to me, Warren was the perfect guy to take this video and run with it. And it's a beautiful tribute to our friend Pat Cardinal.
CFRW. We are running through a commercial-free 7-song music marathon with Led Zeppelin on 13 CFRW.
All hits and 40 kicks, the most music. Just before 4, this is Pat Cardinal playing another Power Half Hour.
Hello.
Yep.
It's Pat Cardinal.
Uh-oh.
You won't be seeing Jeff Woods on Monday.
Uh-oh.
You better find another line of work.
This is Pat Cardinal, or Cardinal, our program director in Toronto. Pat?
Yes, sir.
And Ian, right?
How you doing?
Hey, guys.
New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
At 12:30, this is Pat Cardinal in for Magic Eddie Mills, moving this afternoon. You see, Eddie gave me a choice. I could either help him move or come in here and replace him on the air, and I figure lifting CDs is heavy enough. Thank you very much. Hey, Mother's Day's coming up, and we...
Pat Cardinal was radio. He was a giant of the medium. Wherever he was, radio was surely better. His accomplishments many. His person, one of a kind. Tonight, we honor a great man and a Canadian radio legend, Patrick Cardinal, on his induction to the Canadian Broadcast Hall of Fame.
The Broadcast Hall of Fame just became even cooler with my good friend Pat Cardinal going in there. There will never be anyone with more passion for great radio than Pat.
I worked with Pat and I competed against Pat, and I certainly preferred to work with Pat because he was a pretty fierce competitor and a great guy and someone we loved. And I can't think of anybody more deserving to be in the Hall of Fame than Patrick Cardinal.
Today we are honoring you as a legend in the industry, and I can't think of a better person to honor. God bless you, and thank you for making this such an important thing to do.
There's only two ways to program music. There's the wrong way and the Pat Cardinal way. He always said to me, hey Tiger, less is more. So I'll wrap this up. Love you, Pat.
Pat, wherever you are watching this, congratulations, man. I'm so happy for you. Love you, buddy.
Pat and I go back to 1981.
And I never thought I could ever meet anybody that loved radio more than I did until I met Pat. You deserve this, buddy. Love you. Miss you. You're a Hall of Famer. Congratulations.
Pat was a magnificent piece of work, but what he loved the most was what comes out of that speaker and his son, Cale. Oh, and put me down for a 5.
Pat Cardinal absolutely deserves to be in the Broadcasting Hall of Fame. Absolutely. And you know, if Pat were here today, he'd be saying, thank you, fuckers.
I remember one time I went to his house and I had to use the bathroom, and in the bathroom, there was piles of BBM rating books. I'm like, who reads this on the John? So you do realize that by inducting Pat into the Hall of Fame, it will only mean one thing, that after all these years, he was right. Congratulations, buddy. Well deserved, and thank you for everything.
Pat was a great friend for over 30 years, whose opinion always mattered greatly to me. Congratulations. So very proud of you, and we love you.
Making a short video about Pat's accomplishments as a broadcaster is one of the hardest things anyone's ever asked me to do. I'd need a week, a month, maybe a year. So instead,
got some amazing news yesterday, Patty. You, Patrick Cardinal, will be inducted into the Broadcast Hall of Fame.
Thank you so much. I'm overwhelmed. Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate it. I'm overwhelmed. Overwhelmed.
to accept on behalf of Pat, my friend. Please join Vinka and I in welcoming Pat's family, his Aunt Mary, his cousins Laura and Alan, his sister-in-law Barb, and his brother Jeff Cardinal. Jeff.
Thank you. Everyone. Thank you. First, I would like to thank the CMW for inviting us to be a part of this evening's celebration and awards and getting to witness Pat being honored for his life's work. I would also like to express our appreciation to Warren Copnick, Julie Adams, Steve Jones, and David Corey for their efforts to get Pat inducted into the Canadian Broadcasters Hall of Fame so that he could be told before he passed away. Listening in on the conference call when Warren told him the news was very special. Pat's reaction was very touching, and he was both surprised and overwhelmed with emotion. Radio and music were my brother's passion from an early age, and he had the good fortune to spend his career doing what he loved. Being recognized by his peers for his contributions and his accomplishments is icing on the cake. His lengthy 35 career sadly ended much too soon. Were Pat here, he would want to thank all those who mentored him over the years. I thank you again on his behalf for this tremendous honor. Thanks.